Good morning. It is 1/4 of 25, and I am back with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. So it is 9:45, and I'm not super hungry, but I'm low on electrolytes today. Like I have a headache. I can just tell that I'm dehydrated. I need to get some electrolytes in. So my solution to this is I'm going to eat 2 pieces of bacon. And that's the first thing that I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to drink my coffee. But in my coffee, I have got some salt, SALTT. It is a Keto Chow product. It's their electrolyte packets. This is the Coco Loco flavor. I bought a package of, I have it right here actually. I bought a variety pack, so it has Coco Loco and Caramel Vibes in it. They both have 2 calories with less than a gram of fat. And then they have about 180 magnesium and about 115 to 20 potassium. Each one is a little different. And then for the sodium, they have 968. So that's going to be great. So I'm going to eat my 2 pieces of bacon. I have frothed my milk for my coffee. And then I'm going to add my electrolyte mix and I'm going to taste it because I want to taste what just it tastes like. And then I'll add in my 2 shots of coffee and my protein powder and get that all mixed together and try it again and see how it is in my coffee. Okay, so I have my milk here. I'm not going to use my little special power mixer thing for this, just because I want to see how well it's going to break down into my milk without that. So I'm just going to use and it's a pretty fine powder. I'm just going to use my whisk and kind of get these blended together and see how well it blends in. Although I'm pretty good with my whisk. Okay, I don't really see any chunks, but it's also like foamy on top, so it would be hard to see them anyway. So I'm going to give this a try. Salty. Um, I think it's good. I could totally see drinking this just as like a chocolate milk. It's good. It's salty. You definitely taste the salt, which is what I need, and that's just fine. Um, it's a little too salty to really be like, oh, a delicious cup of hot cocoa, right? But maybe you could supplement by adding like just a little bit of other cocoa and a little bit of sweetener to kind of cut down a bit on that salty taste. But it's good. I do like it. All right, so I'm gonna make my coffee. All right, so I'm gonna give this a try. It's really salty. Um, yeah, it really just really tastes like salt. Um, there's a hint of chocolate flavor kind of in the background, which is actually kind of, I think, a mix of chocolate and coffee, but it's really salty. It's not bad. I'll be able to drink it. It is something I'll be able to drink like when I need some electrolytes, say first thing in the morning, or I want them in my coffee for whatever reason, right? But I wouldn't say that it's my favorite. So one other quick thing about my bacon. I normally, when I make bacon, I have to eat some as I am cooking it, like when it's fresh out of the oven. It's so delicious. And I have been thinking about nitrites and kind of trying to not eat as many of those. So my plan is like I'm not going to buy summer sausage. I will make sure that the jerky that I eat or beef sticks that I eat don't have nitrates and nitrites in them, things like that. But I was like, I can't give up bacon. Like I'm just not there yet. I'm not ready to be able to like give up bacon, which obviously is true. I just ate bacon. But when I made my bacon the other day, I did not eat one piece. Like I and and it wasn't even too difficult to do it. It was a little bit difficult when I had to actually like handle it after it was like on the plate and, like draining in between layers of paper towel. And then I take it off the paper towels and put it into a bag like a zip top bag to put in my fridge. When I was actually handling it, that was a little tougher. It was like, oh, it was hard to not eat it. But while I was cooking it and it was just sitting there, like I really was like, I don't need it. Like it wasn't even all that tempting to me until I started handling it. So anyway, I'm just really glad for that. Like I feel like there's hope for me that I will be able to not eat bacon eventually, right? Or be satisfied maybe with a different type of bacon that doesn't have nitrates and nitrites in it. I'm pretty particular about my bacon. So I'm concerned about that, but I don't know. It just like gave me hope that like I'm making progress, I guess. It is 4 o'clock and I am ready for my second meal of the day. It's kind of an eclectic dinner and quite a bit of food. I've only had about 500 calories today, so I definitely need more to make sure that I'm getting the nutrients that I need. Also, I need quite a bit more protein, so it's going to be a pretty protein-packed meal. But I still have plenty of fat. I won't be short on fat today, so that's good. All right, so I've got an Okios blueberry yogurt. I have got 4 strawberries. I have got 3/4 of a cup of cottage cheese. It's 4% cottage cheese. And I have 11 and a half ounces of pork ribs. So this is going to be my meal. I am going to sprinkle some salt. I sprinkled a little bit of salt on my cottage cheese, but I'm going to sprinkle some more onto my ribs. So I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to just sprinkle all over my ribs. And I'll leave a link to making this recipe. However, the original recipe was too spicy, and I ended up actually rinsing the ribs off to kind of help with the flavor because it was too spicy to eat. So I didn't eat all 11 and a half ounces of the pork ribs. There were just some pieces that were just like really tough and hard to eat. So I was short by about like 2.8 ounces, I think is what was left on my plate. So after taking that out of my fat secret numbers, I was a little short on my protein. So I am using my go-to of another Okios yogurt. So this is cherry. The last one I had was blueberry, just to change it up for me a little bit. So then I'll be done eating for the day. It is currently 4:45, so I should be done by 5, which is fantastic. So I ended up with less than 1,300 calories. My protein is 138. My net carbs are 30. My fat is 57. And my sodium is 4,600. So I had a pretty good day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.